amazing, is it?
Well, this is my first visit here. No, Heath's been here a few times now.
Twice. This is my second time here, and I've never seen a facility like this anywhere in the world. It's I just feel really lucky to be alive and to be able to be invited to come here with my horses and just feel like I'm part of it for a moment. Have you ever seen anything like this?
This is
Jeremy?
fantastic. This is what our sport needs. People, building facilities like this and making it easier and better for us to come here with our horses and compete.
Yeah.
Having great surfaces and areas for your horses, to be so relaxed in and comfortable at, just makes the competition all that better.
And it's Terry Snow and his wife Jeanette. It's just two people, and you're going, holy smoke, I wonder what I would say to them, sir, or your highness, or something, if I ever ran into them. They're real Australians, and Jeanette's really shy, and Terry's, a real straight shooter, and it's just lovely, and our trucks are parked on the most immaculate lawns, and we've got round yards to lunge our horses in, and the surfaces have got it's an ebb and flow type water that comes up from underneath, and you see it in Holland and other very sort of famous venues, but in Australia you've got to be joking,
And this is my first visit, so I can't even compare it to last time, but I'm sure there's already improvements from last time. So, think of this place in 5 years. Dreaming about it, it's just going to be, it'd be amazing.
And of course Jeremy brought his own bit of colour to it, because he can never do anything, sort of normal, like Jeremy normal. No. And so Jeremy had the most wonderful horse called Django of Cacharel. It was a Grand Prix, and it's a Frisian stallion. And Frisians don't do dressage. You'll hear people sort of say that. Well, why don't you get a proper horse? And of course, Jeremy became almost an Australian legend with Django, because everyone loved him, and he was Grand
Django
Prix.
became a legend.
It was amazing that Django became a legend, considering that Jeremy was part of the deal.
That's right, actually.
But then Django eventually got too old. And he had his sort of farewell at Equestrian, and everyone's bawling their eyes out. And the person bawling their eyes out most was Jeremy. He's such a big girl when it's emotional.
It was a sad day.
It was a very sad day. It was a sad 2 weeks, actually.
He's so emotional.
We started
such
a week
girl. Girl. Anyway, you can't believe it. Jeremy now has another Frisian stallion, which he's just competed in his first. Was that his first inter-raid?
With me at a CDI, yeah.
So there's Piaf and Passage, and it's just a switching off Grand Prix. So Jeremy's back!
No one expected it, but it's pretty exciting times. So,
it is. It's wonderful.
Great to be back at the big shows again, and can't wait to get back in the Grand Prix, give Heath a run for his money again. We used to practice, and I'd say, Heath, I'm doing 31 ones today, and put him under pressure, and he'd be going, bloody hell. So, that's all part of it. It's great fun.
Jeremy has this different view on how to be really good. I was at Clarendon one year, it was a couple of years ago, and I did this test. It was a blinder of a test, really soft, gentle, mistake-free, and Jeremy goes, what sort of a test was that? And I looked down, I knew he was being rude, and I said, that was a winning test. And Jeremy said, that was so boring. That was the most boring test I've ever seen in my life. Here, stand aside, and I'll show you how to do a winning test. And Jeremy went in and did a cracking test, but there was nothing boring about it. And I'm going, smarty pants. Anyway, we were all riding during the day. Anyway, it was just on. We'd just finished the last horse, and I went up to the scoreboard and I had a look, and I'd won. And Jeremy is down a few. Played, I don't know, he was fourth. He still did very well, fourth or fifth. And I go, that's it. I didn't even bother checking out the rest of the scores. I went flying back over to it, and Jeremy saw me coming, and he just loaded his horses, and he sees me coming, winds the window up, and drives out,
Couldn't see him. Couldn't see him. No.
Such a bad sport.
Yeah. As loud as he is, I still couldn't even hear him either.
But in the freestyles, the big thing is Jeremy, really will push the limits and do. What did you do in a test? One time, it was something like.
Yeah, one time I did 26.
Yeah, 26.
Actually, at Equestrian, I think I did a 31.
Yeah. And he comes out skiding about it. 31. And normally, like in the Grand Prix, you've got to do 15. If you can do 15 good one times, you're a genius, And in a freestyle, sometimes you can knock it down to 9 because you don't have to do the maximum amount. And so, certainly in days gone by, people would do 9. Not Jeremy. He'd do 31, And we're going, who does that? Jeremy.
And might be in trouble now. Now you have to put a program in. I never did the same program.
Yeah, because he made it all up. And once the horse felt good, he'd just go with it.
Yeah.
Real freestyle.
Well, that's a real freestyle.
No one knew what was going on. And Catherine would be watching on the sideline, and she'd go, no, oh no, and he's done it. He's gone off on some wild tangent.
Might have lost me a few, but part of it. At least I went for it.
Yeah, he
That's
does.
the bonus,
And then when he messes up, he sulks. He sulks.
Actually, I do that quite well
he's
too.
a bad sport. He just goes wild, and when he doesn't pull it off, he sulks.
I do the same fishing. If he catches more fish than me, I do the same.
It's the worst thing to go fishing with Jeremy. He goes, hey, I've had it. I am exhausted. It's 8 o'clock at night and we need to go and have a fish. And I'm sort of still riding my last horse. I'm going, Jeremy will be 40 minutes before he'll get out here. It'll nearly be 9. I can just about get off a horse and go with him. And it sounds like he's desperate. I'll do that for my mate. And so Jeremy comes in and he's got, I've got everything. I got the Coke and we don't do beer. We just do Coke and I have some lollies and he's got the fishing gear. Get in, I've got gear for you. And we get in and off we go. Well, you see, Jeremy, he has 6 fishing rods and he's on the beach and he throws one in, sticks it in, runs and gets the next one, throws it and sticks. He's got 6 of them and then he's watching them all like this. And of course I have 1 rod and I've got it in. I'm watching Jeremy's 6 rods, but you can feel the tiny little bite. So usually, bang, I've got 1, you see. Well, Jeremy's running from rod to rod.
Remember the tiny bites of tiny fish.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can be that big or that big. Jeremy says, right, I'm not going until I get one. So midnight rolls on. 1 o'clock rolls on, going, I've got a 6 o'clock lesson. Jeremy, how are we going? Oh, no, we're not going till I get one. 2 o'clock comes on, going, Jeremy, we got to go. And he drives home, won't say a word, didn't catch a fish. All 6 rods.
True.
Yeah. It's a shocker.
Unfortunately, that's true.
Oh gosh.
That's part of the fun, though. It's what we do.
Yeah, but it's sort of like the rejects a bit. Yeah, but anyway.
But this is it's great and great to be here, and I love being back at this sort of thing and being amongst it all again. And sometimes when you see tour and I see these people 5 times a year. But they're like your good friends, that you come to these shows and you all talk and tell stories and sing again. And this is the beauty of coming to a comp like this where it's so friendly and, you catch up with these people again. And I mean, I see Heath all the time because we're local and we fish. But, but all the other people, this is what this is about. This is what this sport's about. We are competing against each other. We push each other. But, at the same time, we're still friends, or
And the other thing is like when you're in between the shows, it's lonely miles. Like you've just got to look after your horse. No matter what you do, you can't be part of this extreme sort of privilege to be part of these shows unless you look after your horse. And you just can't take your eye off the ball on that account. Kelato's been really good to both of us.
That's what we're actually here for, isn't it? Kelato. Maybe we should talk about some of their great product that we're all on.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's why we are still here or coming to these shows. We are looking after our horses with the product. We are,
confidence in.
Yeah.
So what are your favourite products that you use with Kelato?
Mine are on Sanabolic, Nutriflex, and definitely the Gastro Aid. And, got to look after the horses.
Exactly.
It's the way to go, looking after them that well. So
yeah, and that's real standard. But with the eventing, that's I love that. It's well down as well.
Well done. Yes, it's very popular. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
So I mean, and the thing is especially with the Kelato products, they've been really well researched. It's if we get caught at a show like this with a positive swab, it's basically the end of our careers. So there are lots of things that sound great, but they do need to be completely tested so that you can use the product with confidence, because it'll just finish us to have a positive swab, and that's one thing about Kelato. It's been really thoroughly researched, and it's a product we can use with confidence. Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming into the Kelato tent and having a chat to me today, and wish you all the luck. Good luck for the rest of the competition, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Well, I know I've got the freestyle to come. You've got the special in the freestyle.
I think it's just could be. I'm not sure.
You're enjoying your time here too much. Oh, that's great. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, great.